Hey guys, and welcome. Today we will be going over how to install the 2k5 mod on the PC. First things first is getting the the download from NFL2kmod.com. We'll go to home and just show you step by step here. So we're gonna play on PC, and we can just hit download. Then we're gonna scroll down here. The only difference between these mods or these downloads would be how old your computer is. I believe the AVX2 is for newer computers. If you have an older computer, you can use SSE4. So we're gonna go ahead and download the full thing. And you can download that. And we will minimize this. I already have it downloaded. We can extract the file. This is what you will have. We can click on that. Here's some images if you're not too sure on what to do. Yep. Okay, we'll minimize that. Actually, setup. We get rid of that. And agree. And hit next. Then it'll make it desktop short. Okay, but yeah, I already have this downloaded, so we're not going to go over that. So basically, what I did is make a folder for everything right here. The only other thing is I'm not going to be able to show you guys today is how to get the BIOS as well as the ISO for NFL 2k5. You're going to have to find those on your own, because it is against YouTube policy for me to show you where to get those, unfortunately. So yeah, anyways, we will open up this file location for NFL 2K23. All you're going to do with this, the BIOS, you can drag it, boom, pop it in there. Same thing with your ISO, just put in your ISO file. So now it'll be in here. And we'll check out the ISO, and it's in here. I also have the ISO for 2K4. Let me see if there's anything else I gotta explain in here. I don't believe I have anything. What we will do is we'll run the GME, get everything loaded up in there, and we can close that out. So what I usually do is run the actual emulator under administrator. Say yes. So if you did everything right with the ISO, so they should pop up. If they didn't, hit settings. You don't have to change anything on this. It's all up to you how you want your emulator to look. But I like the gray. Here's the emulator. If it didn't load in here, you can add it manually. Basically, go into what is this? Yeah, this is the ISO. So you're gonna select folder. Check in there, and it should add the game off that. Same with your BIOS. If it didn't load, go to NFL 2K23 ISO or BIOS and select folder. Emulation, you don't have to change anything here. System, same thing. Here's where you can mess around with things depending on your graphics card and computer. Usually this will say 59 hertz. That's going to be your frame rate. I can usually run it at the max, which is 99.99 but we're going to run it at 80 today since we're recording. In here, again, it's all preference on what. Make sure this is 12 and your graphics card. I'm running 2070 Super. Here, it's basically your resolution of your screen and how you want basically the game how to look. You can just, if you want it just for, depending, again, it depends on your computer, if it can handle it. Here's where you can mess around with things as well. You can go all the way down, you can turn it off if you wanted to, but I usually just keep it on 16, it works fine. And the only, you're just going to want to remember where this is. This is how you load your mods, like your jerseys, your broadcast packages, etc. So we'll revisit that in a second here. Audio, you only have to mess with. Memory cards, it should be already loaded with the one. If it's not, it might be like this. All you gotta do is drag and drop. Oh, got the wrong one here. Let's refresh. 2K23, and this is my NFL 4K or 2K4. Then in here, I gotta show you guys how to do this. We're gonna hit enabled. Then you can pick a place for your hard drive, whether it be on your desktop, or you could put, I just put mine in pictures. Create image. Yes. And exit. Oh, that's gonna have to make this file real quick. I'll speed up so you guys don't have to wait for this to finish. We're about done here. So we'll let that done. We can close this out. We're gonna use this program right here. Alright, we're gonna hit this, so you can hit circle or B depending on what controller you're using. Then we're gonna go all the way down to miscellaneous, open that. Then we're gonna go in HDD manager. It should load. Then you're gonna need to format this. So hit right trigger, I believe. Then go down to format and hit OK. Format HDD. Hit OK again, and it should change up here, and it'll show you that everything is good. Then you can shut that down. Then we'll start the game up. You can do default or fast. I like doing fast. So it should load here in a second. Actually, before we do this, let's start the BIOS, make sure everything loaded properly. So usually you'll be met with this screen if you haven't set it up before. So just, you can set up the clock or just go through it, doesn't really matter. Then you go to browser, it should show your memory cards. Make sure you have some NFL files, and you're not going to have as much as these, obviously. But you should have this one, and I believe the VIP one. So one or two. Again, this is mine that I mess with. I do have the files for the current roster, which is this, and franchise, if you want those, with the current schedule. So we'll back out of here, shut that down, and we'll go over to the game and fast boot that. And we'll let that load. Shouldn't take too long here. The installation of it's complete. That should load whatever's on your memory cards as well. So it will load into the game. Well, let me just lower this shit. It's so fucking loud. I think it's the presentation. But I like to go stereo. We will turn that off right now. Here you can change all your settings, whatnot. Basically, here's your HDD. If it doesn't show here, then you did something wrong. But it should work. Then here's your memory cards. We'll load up the current rosters that I use. And basically, it should be good. Sure, we can make a new file. So yeah, we'll go into a game here. You could. So this is where we can mess with the GME. So yeah, we'll minimize that. Don't need that. So we will open up that again. I think that's all I need. So yeah, we got a game file here, and we got our mods here. So first thing we want to add is the cyber faces, and there should be a roster player portraits. Load that as well. This won't take a little bit, as it is a bigger file. Then this is a newer mod in our Discord. Watch what it does, and we'll go again. Like I said before, you're gonna want. This is how you quickly load in your textures. So uncheck it and check it. You can leave this open. Actually, we'll throw this on our other screen. Let me see if it did it. See, it'll boots in the newer style helmets, which is cool. You could use it if you want to. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that is it for like the screens. So we will get a game going here and do random. Chargers jank. Might as well, actually, since we're here, let me show you stadiums as well. Do Chargers Colts. And I could do one more thing before we start this game. If you want Xbox buttons or a controller, again, the same thing, loaded in there. Uncheck and check. Now you got Xbox buttons. It also has Stadia. I don't know who uses that, but if you want those, you have those. So if you want Stadia buttons, you can put those in there, as well as what kind of broadcast you want. We will. What do we have? The Chargers. We'll use CBS. So uncheck that. So we will Xbox somebody. So we don't get things mixed up here. Don't worry about that. Then we will load everything in. And again, we can throw that to the side, and we can load up the game. Here's the options. It should be on this. Don't worry about that. I know that's a Rams pitcher, but don't worry about all that. So we're going to start the game.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on
Chris
ESPN,
Berman do his
he was
thing.
phenomenal in leading UNC to a share of the national crown last year. Can he repeat that success in the NFL? Mike Williams thinks he can. We'll see if he's right. Indianapolis, San Diego. Now!
We'll go ahead and load into the game
Still
here.
fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time
What
to
we
catch
wanna do
the
with
start of this game.
So we want to change this here to SoFi.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to the Edward Jones Zone.
See how it's the Rams right now? Again, go into settings.
Peter, we've got a
low texture.
couple of offensive powerhouses
Now
down
we
on the
got
field.
Chargers.
No doubt about it, Dan. We could be in for a high-scoring game today. Number 2 is certainly one of the better quarterbacks in this league. His team relies on him to make big plays down the stretch. And 9 times out of 10, he does just that. I'll tell you what, Dan, his teammate isn't too shabby either. Number 11 is a talented and imposing receiver.
Full screen.
This guy's ripped. All that muscle helps him break a tackle or two when he needs to. Deadly combination out there. I'm dying to see how it pans out.
Well, all right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses, but first, the coin toss.
We will go on options real quick so we can speed this up.
I choose
Tails.
Just want to get to the kickoff here.
Number 6, kicking off for the Chargers.
There.
We'll go back to so I can show you
Here's
a
the
few things.
signal, and we're ready. Number
But yeah,
6 boots the opening
shit.
kickoff.
Hold on.
Number 34 fields the opening kickoff at the 17.
So if you want to change jerseys mid-game, you
Number
can do
34
it.
could have really done some
We'll go
damage
down
off
to
that less than stellar
Indy
kick, but his
first.
run back is only so-so.
I mean, most of the things
Colts
is the
offense
same.
will
You say
start
if
this
you want to come
drive
a
at
rush,
their own
you
30-yard
can
line.
add that.
Four receivers
mid-game.
line up as the defense settles into a
We'll
neat
go to the
package.
Chargers and
It's intercepted.
oh, nice play. Pick six. We'll go with the color rush if I can find it. Oh, we'll go all white on the road.
Number 9 picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him. Man, I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
Peter, he gets the touchdown, and there is no better way to cap off a play than like that.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah,
better
there
than
you go.
points, Dano.
Let's get one more thing. Oh, cool. I'll show you the different balls for the game. Let's see if I can get a close up here. See how he's got the wheels. We need a throw, I guess. Yeah, we'll wait for them to
7
throw it.
likes to plug things up down there. 6'5", 280, and a real talent for stuffing the run. He knows how to lay on a hit in the backfield, believe me.
Hopefully they throw. Terrible pass on that run. Anyways, we'll go in here and we'll go to the ball so I can show you different designs for the ball. Okay, that's the default one. What you can do is put, if you want NFL 100, they got that design, which is kind of cool. And they got the cancer one. If you want to match the pink shoes and gloves for the Colts. And they got the 2K one, which I usually use. And there's one more, which came out of the community. It's the Duke. So that's your basic football with the gold, which really looks nice. I'll show you guys one last thing, and that's our franchise file. So we will go to options, load. Here, you can go all the way down here. Then we'll go to like schedule. Here we go, man. Everything should be up to date. The only week that's kind of messed up, I believe, is 3 because it's missing 2 games. It depends when the team has a bye week. So it's missing the Chicago-Houston game and the Pittsburgh Cleveland game that we just had the other day. and whatnot. But yeah, that's all we got for today, guys. I mean, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, just have fun with it. Mess around with the different mods. I mean, play it any way you want.